Good on you, mate. Good to have you back.
It's good to be back. How are you?
Good. I hope you didn't rush back to your office from outside dangerously.
It's been a busy day, but we managed to get here in one piece. But pretty wet and wild down here in Melbourne today. We've got a few things happening at the usual place where I do these with you from.
Oh wow! All right, mate. So it'd be cooler weather for the footy. You like to
Indeed,
rug up.
indeed,
Yeah. All
absolutely,
right,
yeah.
mate. You're our in-house loss adjuster who communicates what loss adjusters do and that sort of thing.
Mm,
And I
mm,
really want you to come in this week and just tell us a little bit about this. So
mm,
it's an InsurTech flood map, and
yeah.
they're saying that they're going to, over time, save insurers millions in claims and assessment costs. Can you just tell us a little bit about that, please, Brett?
Yeah, certainly, Mike. That article came out this week, and as you alluded to, it's a new insurer tech being used in Australia. And basically, what it's doing is an insurer will access this third party's technology to be able to get a more holistic picture of, say, a catastrophic loss in a shorter time frame. So this is not necessarily new in principle, but this company is new, and it looks to be bringing, say, insurer tech with it, the likes of which we've not seen previously. So these organisations, they're generally engaged by an insurer, and then we'll share that information, whether that be with loss adjusters such as ourselves or other parties, to be able to assess losses more quickly in more detail, and then I guess get people on the ground quicker and settle the claims faster as well. So it's really sort of, I guess you would call it, development of technology that we have seen before, but this is far in advance of what we've seen before looking at the article.
Okay, so how do you, as the loss adjuster, access that?
It'll generally be with the permission of the insurer. Generally speaking, the insurer will have paid to access the data, and then they will hand on access to you to do your job as a loss adjuster. For a slightly different arrangement whereby you may be engaged direct, you may then need to pay for it yourself. But in most instances, it's likely the insurer will have paid for it and then give the loss adjuster the access to the data.
Okay, Brett, have you used it yourself?
I haven't used this particular, however, what we have used before, and what I have used before, is all types of different technologies, which are loosely referred to as, or the data you most frequently attain are ARIs, which are average occurring intervals for flood. So yes, I've used flood mapping before and used data similar to this, not this exact one, but most certainly used it and found it to be very useful, definitely.
Fantastic, Brett. So, mate, do you know any idea how much it costs? The insurance company's obviously paying for it, but do
Yeah,
you have
well,
any idea?
that's a great question, Mike, and I wouldn't be able to answer that. But where I do see the potential cost benefit coming in is this article says that the company is espousing that the savings are enormous, which they very well could be. If it were then to translate in cost savings to insurers in managing and settling claims, that was then the flow-on effect may improve the insurer's loss ratio. I say may, and then as a consequence of that may improve the net operating result. Then a case could potentially be made for lower premiums, of course, at the discretion of the insurer, but that's a potential cost benefit I see of using technology which really is in everyone's best interest if the claim gets settled more quickly and at a lower cost.
Yeah. It does come in. It does come in very quickly. This stuff. If it works,
Oh,
it's adopted.
absolutely.
Yeah. When I started in loss adjusting 30 years ago, no one knew what an iPad was. Now nobody can leave and go out the door without one today. So you couldn't do it without that.
Absolutely. No, the article does reference briefly that the data is supplied pretty much in real time. So it does sound exciting. And, anytime I guess that the a consumer is returned to a prior loss condition quicker, the better.
Yeah. Now, the last thing and my last question,
Mm.
this is not going to replace you as a loss adjuster. You still have to go out and talk to the claimant, don't you?
Absolutely. You're 100% right, Mike. No, the loss adjuster will still be required. I see it, and I imagine you would agree, this is what would be an exciting addition to a job like mine and the work that you've probably done previously. But no, it certainly doesn't replace the loss adjuster. It will look to serve, assist, and provide great technological oversight of the existing function.
Fantastic. Brett, thank you for your time and coming in today, mate, and thank you for your persistence in getting everything working and helping me out there to fill in my 30 minutes. I really appreciate it. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time when I talk to you and I'll be in Tassie.
Thanks, Mike. Pleasure as always. See you.
Thanks, Brett. Talk soon. Bye.